Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Mariah David here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I completed this look. It's really just like this neutral kind of cool tone browns with a little bit of pink look. I had an inspiration to wear pink blush and like a pink lip, so I wanted to do a look incorporating all of that together. So this is what I came up with this morning. I'm actually just coming back from work, so this is the aftermath. This is what my face looks like after like a 13-hour day. Makeup is still intact, so if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna get started and we're gonna do our makeup. This is my first tutorial of 2026, so happy new year. And I want to do like a pink based look, pink lip, pink blush, a neutral eye incorporating pink, some shimmer. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start off with my brows. We're gonna be using my Sephora collection Tried and True, and this is just the Fluff and Fix brow wax, and we're going to place this back and forth in my brows. I take out the stopper so I can get all the product, because with the stopper it doesn't take out enough and I find it doesn't do what I need it to do. So that's why I always, whenever I pop open a fresh one, I open up and I take out the stopper. I back comb my brow hairs and then I brush and I start to shape how I want my brow hairs to look. And this is just to ensure all my brow hairs are coated. And then when I go in with my finger, they actually stay flat and laminated. And once it sets, it doesn't budge throughout my day. And I'm going to smooth and like press down the product even more into my brow. And that's how I flatten it. And that's how I get that laminated look. On my trusted palette, I'm going to mix my two concealers together. This is just the MAC Studio Radiance 24 Hours Luminous Concealer. I got this in gratis. And then my favorite Sephora collection, Best Skin Ever, in the shade 26N. I finished my 26Y, so I just needed another concealer to mix with it. And I'm going to pop that under my brow. I'm just going to take this brush from the crayon case and I'm going to place it under my brow. Like this. I don't really care to carve out my shape just yet. I just want to lay out the actual concealer. This brush, this is another brush from the crayon case. And we're just gonna feather and blend out under my brow. This has not changed. If you've watched any of my previous videos, this is like the same thing that I've been doing for years. But if you're new here, this is just a technique I like to do to highlight underneath my brow. And I'm honestly just highlighting its natural shape. Like I haven't even shaped it fully. Go back in with that same brush, load up a little bit more product on the tip of the brush. And I always make sure my brush is super flat. That's really important in terms of like it applying. If you have a thicker brush, you're not going to get that crisp, precise line. So you want to make sure your brush is as thin as possible. So now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to start lightly carving the shape of my brow, but I'm literally following my natural shape. Brows truly are sisters. They're not going to be twins or identical, you know what I mean? But you want to try and get your brows to look as similar as possible. And so that's always my goal. I'm just going in and blending out the concealer again. I've switched over my pens. Now I still use ABH. I've always used to use the ABH brow pen, but now I'm using the micro brow pen, which is just a finer point. And this is what I'm going to use in my brows. And I'm going to lightly fill in the gaps to make my brow look a little bit fuller. So literally I'm just doing strokes upwards, following the natural like direction my brows are going with the brow gel that I placed. See how I just added those strokes and how natural that looks? I'm going to go back in and fine tune it, but that is how I do my brow, and I'm going to show you my final step. And right now this is almost done, but this is my One Size Sweet Honey powder. It's my setting powder, and I'm pressing that underneath my brow, and I'm locking in the concealer. And that's what the end result's going to look like. So now we're going to move on to base. So I'm doing Project Pan this year, and for my primer, I'm trying to like get through certain primers, foundations and stuff. So I'm using my Pore Eclipse, which is almost done. It's like, it's gonna finish just now. I'm gonna go in and color correct. I'm using my tried and true color corrector, which is the LA Girl. For my foundation, I'm gonna be using NARS, and I'm actually mixing two colors. I think it's Caracross and Tahoe. So the Caracross, soft matte, and then the Tahoe, they were both half and half, so I just mixed them in this bottle, and I'm trying to just get through that foundation. So we're going to apply that all over the face first. Just initially place that down with my wet sponge, and then I'm gonna go under my eye right now and apply my concealer mix, which is my MAC concealer and my Sephora collection. With some powder to set underneath my arm. Another Project Pan that I'm trying to work on is my NARS Laguna bronzer, like my cream bronzer, but I use this to cream contour. I don't use this to actually bronze my skin because it's deep, as you can see, but I love it as a cream contour. So I'm trying to finish certain products this year, and I'm not really on like a definitive no buy. Like if I see something that I really like want to get, I will get it, but I'm trying my best to just utilize what I got, because we are definitely in a time where consumerism is definitely a thing. It's been a thing, but like people are starting to realize that like they don't need a lot of the stuff that they be getting. I've built my collection over the years, and I want to utilize it even more. Like I do use my makeup, I do run through my things, I do hit pan on a lot of stuff, but there's so many things that I don't hit pan on, and I want to make a habit. And it's because like I have so many things. Like I have so many foundations, I have a lot of different concealers, I have, you know, a lot of lip products. It's harder to hit pan on like lips and eyeshadows sometimes. You'd have to hit pan if you're using the one thing every single day, and I don't do that because I have such a variety of things. So I have things that I'm prioritizing, and then other things that I'll use in between. So once that's done, my contour is good. I'm going to go in with my powder puff. This is a really good powder puff. I'm going in with my powder. I'm dabbing my powder puff directly into the powder, but pressing it on the back of my hand to evenly distribute. And then I'm going to press my powder under my eye now fully, and any area of my face where I want to really set and blur and just brighten, and that's like the center of my face, and it's gonna help control oils throughout the day as well. So I do it on my forehead as well. I didn't cream bronzer today just because I'm a little tight for time, but we are still gonna bronze our face. We're just gonna reinforce the bronzer with powder bronzer. This is a product that I'm like, again, project panning, going through. This is gonna be done in no time. Like this is gonna be done probably before the end of January. So I'm not really worried about that. It's very easy for me to pan powder foundations. So I love powder. So I'm gonna run through a couple powder foundations. I'm gonna get a nice cute little like bin, and I'm gonna label it Project Pan 2026, and anything that I finish, I'm gonna put into that bin. And then like halfway through the year, I'll be like, okay, this is where my project pan is at, and then document it. And so then I could put like 6 months, the first 6 months, this is what I got through, and then the last 6 months is what I got through, put it together, and see how much product that I actually like went through, and like, did I actually get anything else and add it to my collection, or did I just use everything that I already, you know, have? Because it's not necessary, you know? Under my eye, this is my Glam pressed powder, and the shade that I use in this for right now is golden. And I'm going to do the same concept where I grab some, press it on the back of my hand, and press under my eye. This is where I want to brighten. And this is a step, this is extra, you don't necessarily have to do this. This is almost like a micro smooth mineralized skin finish. This is the Boucle Silk powder from One Size. And just in the very inner corner, I focus this because it's like a lot lighter. And that's just like for, again, further brightness. With my, as you can see, my product is like on its last leg. I'm going with the same brush that I used to do my cream contour, and I'm going to reinforce my contour with powder. So this is my Sleek Cosmetics. I've literally had this for years, and this has taken me so long to pan because I have a lot of different powders that I've used over the years in between, but I'm focusing on finishing this, and this will also be done in a couple of months, I'm sure. So, okay, now we're gonna go in with my bronzer. Again, another bronzer that I'm hitting pan on, and I'm gonna finish. This is my Colored Rain Cinnabay, and Colored Rain doesn't exist anymore if you didn't know. They shut down, I believe, last year, and it made me sad. I tried to get my hands on another like backup of this, but I couldn't. Once I placed my order, I added it to my cart, and then it sold out because I guess other people placed their orders before me. So they ran out of it before they could like get to my order and like package it. So they had to reimburse me, but I was so sad because I was like, I really want this bronzer. It's such a good bronzer. But yeah, this is no longer, but I'm going to finish it because I bought it. So you can use whatever is similar in your collection. You don't have to use and go out and buy everything that I have. Utilize what you own. Just interpret what you have in your collection that would suit you, because we might not even be the same complexion, so what I'm using might necessarily work for you. So yeah, utilize what you got already. So we're just bronzing up our face, and I want to bronze up my face a little bit more than normal because I'm going to be wearing a pink blush, and I want everything to blend together seamlessly with that. Now, we're going to go in with our blush of choice today. And the blush brush that I'm using is from Quo Beauty. This is literally it's their setting powder brush, but I use it for blush. I'm going to be laying down my eyeshadow primer. I was talking, and I wonder how much of my face I just recorded versus I didn't. And if I miss some footage, I will inform you, but we're doing our shadow now. Hopefully you guys were able to see my blush because I don't even know if I press record and I was just talking to myself. Yeah, so we're just gonna go in and we're priming with the P. Louise base. If you're new here, that is my tried and true. I've been using the P. Louise eyeshadow base basically since it's come out, and that's all I use for my eyeshadow. Truthfully, it's like the best. So yeah, using the bottom pan. So this gorgeous palette, and we are going in with Sip of Seduction. It's just like a nice chocolatey brown, and we're building that into our crease. My alarm went off. I have like 10 minutes to do the shadow. This is like OG Morphe before they rebranded and stuff. You can still get good brushes from Morphe, but this brush in particular, you cannot. So, again, we are going to be utilizing what we have. If you do have this brush, amazing. If you don't, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just working on building up the color to where I need it to be. And then we're going to start feathering out and blending the edges. Now we're gonna go in under my brow bone with my face powder. This is a step I always do. And we're going to set underneath the brow with my face powder, but also blend out the edges of my first crease color. This is gonna help the gradiency of your shadow. Do this with every single shadow look. It doesn't matter what color you're using. It doesn't matter unless you want like a specific color under your brow. But I always like under my brow bone to look like my skin. So I literally do this step every single time. I'm gonna go in with Trick or Treat Me just because I want to kind of have an in-between color, my brow bone and my crease. So we're going to go in lightly with that. Cloudy Haze and Dark Matter. So we're going to take this pinky color because we're wearing like a pink. And we're going to pop this here, just like on the center. It's like a pinky mauve, like a cool tone. It's really pretty. And we're going to pop that there and there. Matter and pop that in the inner corner. And I'm not cutting my crease today. I keep looking at the clock because I'm like, I'm pressed for time. I'm going to go in with that same color from the pastel palette, that pinky shade. And I'm going to pass it on top of the shimmery color I'm using from the P. Louise palette. Black, to be honest. And I'm going to darken up my crease. It's a brown, but it looks black. As for time, it's I have like 10-ish more minutes. And I need to like speed through these steps. All I'm going to do now is just kind of smoke out my lower lash line, do my liner, and pop on my lash. I'm going to come back and show you my lip. Okay, so real quick, while my lashes are getting tacky, we're going to do our lip combination. So we're going to do Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. My lipstick I've been trying to like low-key pan this week. But I've been using Velvet, so I'm going to use Velvet today again. I like it because it's such a nice tone of a nude. And you can like mix other shades with it and it looks good. So then we're going to take Limitless Brown and we're going to emphasize it a little bit more. Gloss, we're going to use Back Chat from Peaches and Cream, which is just like a nudie pink. I'm going to pop on. Make it a little bit more pinky to suit the eye and the blush. And then we're going to take Ambreezy's Bubbles, which is a shimmery pink, which is, she's so cute. Look at that. So cute. And then top it off with a little bit of MAC Clear Lip Gloss because MAC Clear Lip Gloss is just like a thicker gloss and I just feel like it seals everything in. So that's the lip combination. I'm going to go quickly pop on my lash and finish up the rest of my lip. So as I said in the beginning of the video, this is actually the end of my day of what this makeup look looks like. I tried to get little snippets. I was like literally running tight for time. I wanted to get to work on time and I did. But I tried to take like some pictures throughout the day. So I'll try to incorporate the little snippets of what my makeup looked like when it was like fresher. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys like this tutorial, learned something new, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching again. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend. I really want to build on my channel. I've been wanting to build on my channel every year. But this year, like I said, I was kind of talking through my intentions with Project Pan 26 and some of the things that I'm trying to pan, and like my eyeshadow palettes and like my face powders. Like there's certain things that are very easy for me to pan, and then other things, like for example, let me just show you guys real quick this eyeshadow palette that is a little bit harder. Like I've had this eyeshadow palette for years. These are some Coastal Scents single shadows, and like I remember these eyeshadows. I used to like wear them all the time. So it's just a matter of getting back to using what you have, but using those proper techniques. And that is where I come in, and I would love to show you guys on how to utilize what you got. Okay, a lot of my makeup, some of my stuff is like limited edition, so sometimes you feel like you can't use it anymore because it's like people can't get their hands on it. At the end of the day, you spent your money, use your makeup. So that is the intention, that is the goal, and that is what I am going to be inspiring you guys to do. So again, if you want to stick around with this channel, if I am new to you, then join the family. All right, guys, see you in the next one.